All right, welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
And wow, today we're diving into some really interesting stuff you sent over. We're talking crypto.
Yeah, it's a hot topic for sure.
It is. And I have to say, the crypto markets are on fire right now.
Definitely seeing a lot of action.
Yeah, a lot of action, a lot of excitement. And we're going to be focusing specifically on a few big players today. Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and XRP.
Three very different stories playing out.
Absolutely. And, I was just looking at the latest on Dogecoin, and it's unbelievable. It surged past 48 cents overnight.
Pretty wild, right? Highest point in over 3 years.
More than 3 years. Crazy. And, remember all those Doge memes from back in 2021?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're kind of having a little bit of a flashback moment here.
It's back in the spotlight for sure.
It's back. But it's still down, a decent amount from its all-time high, right?
Yeah, that's right. 37% below that 73-cent peak.
Wow. So there's definitely potential, still room to grow. So, what's driving this? Are we just seeing another wave of, like, social media hype? Or is there something more, fundamental happening here?
Well, social media is definitely playing a role. Dogecoin has always had that meme-fueled community behind it. But I think there's more to it this time. We're seeing some interesting developments, like businesses, even small businesses, starting to accept Dogecoin as payment.
Interesting.
Yeah. And there are even rumors, whispers of institutional interest.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just retail investors anymore. And remember, Dogecoin is, a lot more affordable than something like Bitcoin.
Right.
So it's easier for everyday people to get involved, which could be driving some of this new demand.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And, speaking of Bitcoin, it seems like the king is back.
Yeah.
Back in that six-figure territory, hovering around $100,000.
Yeah, it actually crossed that threshold last week, so it's been holding steady.
That's impressive.
Yeah, as we're recording this, it's trading at around, let me check, $100,500.
Wow.
Up over 1% today.
That's pretty significant. That one of the articles you sent talked about not just the price increase, but also some of the on-chain metrics.
Right.
Transaction volume is up, active addresses are up. What does that tell us?
I think it's a signal that this isn't just a speculative bubble.
Right.
There's actual real activity happening on the Bitcoin network, which is a really positive sign for long-term growth. And then you've got, these big institutions, BlackRock, for example, filing for Bitcoin ETFs.
Yeah.
That just adds another layer of legitimacy to the whole space.
It's interesting, right? You have, like, Dogecoin, which is very much being driven by, I guess you could say, the average person, right?
Retail investor, yeah.
And then Bitcoin, these institutions are stepping in.
Yeah.
And then you have XRP, which seems to be riding a wave of optimism, especially with the upcoming Trump administration.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about potential regulatory changes, potentially a more kind of hands-off approach to crypto under Trump, which could be really good for XRP, given its past issues with the SEC. And we're also seeing rumors of partnerships with banks and financial institutions, which would definitely increase, the real-world use cases for XRP.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got all these different things happening, all these different factors influencing the crypto market.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of moving parts.
So for someone who's, listening to this and thinking about maybe dipping their toes into the crypto world, what would you say to them?
I would say, first and foremost, do your research. Understand the risks involved because it is a volatile market.
Right.
And think about your own investment goals. What are you hoping to achieve? But don't just chase hype.
Yeah.
Look for projects that have actual real-world utility, strong fundamentals, and remember, this space is constantly evolving.
Yeah, it's a fast-moving world.
So stay informed and be prepared for some ups and downs along the way.
Yeah. Great advice. So we've covered a lot of ground today. Dogecoin making a surprising comeback, Bitcoin with its strong institutional backing, and XRP, potentially benefiting from these upcoming regulatory changes.
Yeah. And it makes you wonder, what's next?
Yeah, will this momentum continue? Could we see new all-time highs for some of these coins?
Yeah. Will there be a correction?
It's impossible to say for sure, right?
Absolutely.
But I think it's safe to say that things are going to stay interesting in the crypto world.
Yeah, the future of crypto is definitely going to be an exciting one to watch.
Absolutely. Well, this deep dive has definitely given us all a lot to think about.
Yeah.
And remember, everyone, the crypto space is constantly changing, so keep learning, stay curious. Who knows what the next big crypto wave will be?
That's the fun of it.
Exactly.
Always something new on the horizon.
All right, thanks so much for joining us for this crypto deep dive.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
And we'll see you all next time.
See you later.